The economy is rebuilding. Jobs are being produced at a record pace. We've never had a pace like this. And I will tell you, if Biden got in, this economy would be destroyed.
Make sure your seatbelts are ready because we are going to delve deeply into politics this time around, and I promise you that it is the best one yet. As you can see, the political landscape in the United States has been more dramatic than a soap opera, with none other than former President Trump at the center.
Covering for this president is like putting makeup on a melanoma, not only on sight.
As the election draws near, Trump has been in the news for his audacious remarks, contentious claims, and relentless attempts to discredit his opponents, particularly Joe Biden.
You know, he was in office for 48 years, and what he did was not great.
However, despite all of the political turmoil, a strange new development has emerged. Jim Carrey has come out to reveal what he believes to be a phony attempt at assassinating Trump.
I was threatened on Twitter, so I don't know. I didn't see the thing. I heard there was, some severed goat head, and I'll see you soon kind of thing. But, you got to speak, man. This is not a time to clam up, and not a time to get frightened. You have to do what you have to do. This is dire at this point.
Let's get started now that Trump has survived an attempted assassination. He lost the 2020 election to Joe Biden. Donald Trump has been preparing for a possible return in the 2024 race, but he has never really left the public eye.
You don't shy away from, they're thought-provoking. There's a lot of fear right now. There's a lot going on right now, and I love the way you use your art to discuss that. What do you want?
Although the guy was not prepared to leave the reins, Jim Carrey is no stranger to making news with his views. Over the years, he has used his platform to speak out on a variety of social and political problems, and this time, he did not hold back when he took aim at Donald Trump.
Because everybody's imagined themselves standing there with his head. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe at least half the country. We're in a tough spot. It's a very, very divided world, and those on I guess you'd call it the left side. I just call it the sensible side. We're sitting there watching this nonsense.
In an increasingly popular video that he shared on social media, he wasn't letting Trump get away with it. Carrey examined the assassination attempts, pointing out what he saw as indications of staging and discrepancies.
Okay, we have socialized medicine. And I'm here to tell you that this bullshit line that you get on all of the political shows from people is that it's a failure. The system is a failure.
His review received a lot of attention right away, making the first page of the media with millions of views. His assertions also triggered an intense online discussion, with some individuals endorsing his notion. Some, however, wrote it off as a crazy conspiracy.
Sit in my room. Trump is toast.
Yeah, man.
And so you just kind of digest the news of the day.
It's an affirmation.
Robert
Mueller putting the squeeze on the president.
Carr's audacity in criticizing Trump, however, cannot be disregarded. He offered a thorough examination of the incident, casting doubt on the timing, the absence of CLE proof, and the actions of individuals concerned.
That's Space Force.
That's the Space Force, yeah.
That's the beginning of Space Force. Right. Look at this. I can do anything with it.
Trump's fans are excitedly singing his name and waving flags at his rallies, which are as jam-packed as ever in various U.S. locales. Despite being blocked on certain social media sites, he has a huge following on others, such as Truth Social, where he uses it to further his message and inspire his supporters. The political world was rocked by the news of an alleged assassination attempt on Donald Trump. According to reports, a mysterious figure who was later identified as a man attempted to harm Donald Trump during one of his rallies. The incident spread like wildfire and reached the presidency. Meanwhile, Joe Biden has been busy with the duties of being president despite facing numerous challenges, including the COVID-19 pandemic, economic issues, and international conflicts. He has remained focused on his agenda, though, and the upcoming election has placed him back in direct competition with Trump. Jim Carrey, a well-known Hollywood actor known for his controversial remarks and outspoken views, was one of the skeptics of Trump's narrative, despite the fact that his supporters rallied quickly to support him and painted him as the victim of a grand conspiracy and attempted assassination. Through a series of tweets and videos, Carrey used social media to express his skepticism about the murder attempt's veracity. Carrey said that the whole thing was manufactured, accusing Trump of planning a fictitious murder attempt to win more support and increase his prospects in the next election. In order to comprehend the debate more fully, it is essential to examine the assassination attempt in more detail. Initial reports state that the incident happened during a Donald Trump rally in Arizona. The rally took place at a sizable outdoor arena filled with thousands of fervent supporters waving flags and chanting slogans. The atmosphere was electric as Trump confidently addressed the crowd from the stage, emphasizing his plans to address immigration issues, strengthen national security, and address economic challenges. Talking about luck and how everything gets better, Trump was in the middle of his speech when there was a commotion near the stage. He tipped his head slightly to the right to continue speaking, and in an instant a bullet flew across the air, barely missing his head but grazing his ear. There were 5 well-aimed rounds fired, but none of them hit the target. The crowd was initially confused and alarmed, but within minutes they realized that something serious was happening, with the exception of the first shot, which slightly injured Trump's ears. This caused a wave of panic among attendees, especially those standing behind him on the podium. A few casualties were observed. The person later identified as the suspect appeared to be taking aim several meters away from the podium. Trump was on his security detail. Trump's security detail responded with remarkable speed and precision. Within seconds, several Secret Service agents and security personnel formed a protective barrier around Trump. They quickly ushered him off the stage and to a secure location backstage. Many attendees described the scene as chaotic and frightening. Some said they heard a loud noise that they initially thought were fireworks. Others said they saw people running and shouting in panic. One witness, a Trump supporter, said that he was right behind us crawling up the building and you could see him with a rifle. In the midst of a heated political campaign, an unexpected incident thrust itself into the spotlight, sparking a whirlwind of controversy and speculation. It began with an unsettling disruption during one of Donald Trump's impassioned speeches, an event that would soon dominate headlines and fuel impassioned debates across social media platforms. As Trump stood addressing a fervent crowd, the tranquility of the moment shattered by a sudden commotion, eyes turned towards an unexpected disturbance. Amid the chaos, accusations and narratives swiftly emerged, each vying for attention and validation in the unforgiving arena of public opinion. We pointed at him to get the attention of the security personnel up front, but it seemed like they had no idea what was going on, recounted a witness, capturing the confusion that gripped the scene. Another supporter added, "Everything happened so quickly. One moment, Trump was speaking, and the next, there was this commotion." In the aftermath, actor Jim Carrey's analysis resonated with some, his bold assertions stirring controversy. Carr suggested that what had transpired was not mere happenstance, but a deliberate attempt on Trump's life. His claims, however, were met with swift rebuttals from Trump's loyal base, who vehemently defended their leader. Accusing Carr of spreading falsehoods and seeking attention, they cited Trump's history of facing threats and painted the incident as yet another perilous chapter in his tumultuous political journey. The clash of perspectives played out vividly across social media platforms, where hashtags like #FalsyAssassination attempt trended, polarizing opinions and prompting passionate arguments. While some praised Carr for his courage in speaking out, others condemned him for what they perceived as a publicity stunt aimed at maligning Trump. Never one to shy away from controversy, Donald Trump responded in characteristically direct fashion. He dismissed Carr's claims with disdain, labeling the actor a has-been seeking relevance through sensationalism. Trump adamantly rejected any notion of staged theatrics, emphasizing the seriousness of the incident and its implications for his safety and that of his supporters. The media landscape exploded with coverage, each outlet dissecting the event from its own angle. Headlines blared, pundits debated, and analysts dissected every nuance, each seeking to decode the truth behind the spectacle that had captivated the nation. Meanwhile, Joe Biden, Trump's political rival, adopted a markedly different approach. Choosing measured words over confrontation, Biden called for a thorough investigation into the incident. His response sought to transcend partisan bickering, emphasizing the importance of understanding the facts before drawing conclusions. Although I do not subscribe to conspiracy theories, Biden asserted, It is crucial that we get to the bottom of what transpired. His stance, contrasting sharply with Trump's combative style, aimed to position him as a steadying force amidst the storm of accusations and counter-accusations. The public reaction was a reflection of the broader political divide. Trump's supporters rallied around their leader, rallying against what they perceived as unfair attacks. To them, the incident underscored Trump's resilience in the face of adversity, reinforcing his image as a leader willing to brave dangers for the sake of his beliefs. Conversely, skeptics questioned the narrative presented by Trump and his supporters. Carr's provocative claims had sparked a wave of doubt, prompting inquiries into the sequence of events and the response of security personnel tasked with protecting the president. My fellow citizens, mused one commentator, how is it that an average citizen could spot danger where trained agents did not? The question echoed across online forums, fueling conspiracy theories and speculative discussions that thrived on the ambiguity surrounding the incident. Amidst the swirl of opinions, the media played a pivotal role in shaping public perception. Live updates from the scene, footage of the chaotic moments, and expert analyses became the currency of information. Journalists embedded in the crowd relayed accounts of panic and confusion, painting a vivid picture of the atmosphere that had gripped the audience. The incident injected a new dimension of drama into an already intense election campaign. Both Trump and Biden seized upon the moment to bolster their respective narratives. For Trump, it was a rallying cry against perceived enemies, a testament to the dangers he faced in challenging the status quo. Biden, on the other hand, positioned himself as a voice of reason, advocating for a calm, methodical approach to unraveling the truth. As the days unfolded, the controversy showed no signs of abating. Each revelation, each twist in the narrative, fueled fresh rounds of speculation and debate. Trump's impassioned defense resonated with his base, galvanizing support even as it drew criticism from detractors who saw in his response a cynical ploy for sympathy. The broader implications of the incident were not lost on political observers. It highlighted the polarized nature of American politics, where every event, no matter how seemingly straightforward, became fodder for ideological battles. Trump's handling of the situation underscored his mastery of media manipulation, turning adversity into an opportunity to reinforce his image as a fearless leader under siege. For Biden, the challenge lay in presenting himself as a viable alternative to Trump's bombast. His measured response earned him praise for statesmanship, yet critics questioned whether caution was enough in an era dominated by spectacle and sensation. In the corridors of power, discussions turned to the practical implications of the incident. Security protocols were scrutinized, accountability demanded, and lessons sought in ensuring the safety of future public events. The Secret Service faced particular scrutiny, with calls for transparency and accountability echoing across political divides. Ultimately, the controversy surrounding the alleged assassination attempt on Donald Trump and the ensuing fallout encapsulated the broader dynamics of contemporary American politics. It showcased the power of media narratives, the potency of conspiracy theories, and the enduring divide between competing visions of leadership and governance. As the election campaign raged on, the incident served as a potent reminder of the stakes at play. Whether viewed through the lens of Trump's resilience or Biden's measured response, it underscored the profound impact of perception on political fortunes. In conclusion, the incident and its aftermath offered a microcosm of the challenges facing American democracy in the 21st century. It laid bare the fault lines of distrust and division, while also highlighting the enduring quest for truth and accountability in the face of uncertainty. As citizens grappled with competing narratives and conflicting accounts, one thing remained clear. In the tumultuous landscape of modern politics, the line between fact and fiction, reality and perception, was increasingly blurred. And amidst it all, the search for clarity and understanding continued unabated, driven by a shared desire to make sense of a complex and ever-evolving world.